Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Mo, and I'm back again with another video. It's currently May 17th, 2025, Saturday. So I'm recording this video. This is my weekly trade recap. And before we even start, let me show you a trading tracker. A lot happened this week. A lot. I learned a lot and I improved a lot and I gained a lot. So this is this past week right here. As you can tell, we took three trades. We won two. Well, we took okay. So this week, pardon me, we had four trading opportunities this week. We took two of them. We won two of them. There's one that we took that we lost, but we won at the same time. It was weird. And then one I didn't take just because I was already. I'm gonna explain why I didn't take it, but because I was already in the 50. But anyways, let's break it down. Oh man, what's the first trade? GPUSD. I bet. As you can tell, look at this beautiful market. Look at this right here. Let me show you. Y'all see this trade? Y'all see this right here? By one pip. By one pip. And why does it look like that? Let me show you. Y'all remember this one trade on gold that we had taken? Y'all thought I forgot? I didn't forget. Y'all remember this trade? Same thing where we got stopped at by one pip. Yeah, this trade's cool. Ah! Anyways, that's besides the point. Let's get into the chart recap for the week. So, like always, uh, so obviously I did not trade this Monday. I'm not trading Mondays. I'm pretty sure I already said it in last week's video, but for the month of May and maybe the month of June, I don't know yet. I'm still trying to figure it out. But I will not be trading on Monday. Why? Because I realized that every time I trade on a Monday, I end up losing, and I feel the reason why that happens often is because I come into the market and I am excited to trade, right? And I'm just start seeing trade opportunities that are not there, or maybe they are there, but I don't capitalize off of them correctly. So if I don't trade on Mondays, that stops me from doing that. And then coming to Tuesday, like Tuesday, I don't have all that hyper energy from the weekend to jump in the market. Tuesday, I'm more careful, I'm more strategic. So yeah. So Monday I didn't trade, uh, but I did trade the rest of the week. So honestly, I'm not even gonna do that. I'm just gonna break down each trade that I took, why I took it. So first trade that we took was GPUSD. So this was a beautiful trade, and it was a little tricky taking this trade, but I'm glad I did. So coming to the market, originally I had done my analysis on all the other pairs. So coming to the market, I was waiting for gold to pull back. Gold made this pullback right here, strong area of support and resistance on a 4 hour. Let me show you every time it's above, goes up, below, below. So I'm like, okay, cool. I know that price, whatever price is fractal. Same thing that I did last week over here, it's gonna do this time. If y'all remember, we took a trade last week. We won it because we caught this buy right here. Right, we waited patiently. We caught this buy. Now this week coming to this market, okay, I'm like, yeah. I see that the daily is gonna pull back to this order block, most likely retest. So what am I doing? I'm looking to buy. Even though we are bearish, I'm looking to buy. Silver, honestly, I don't really care about silver. Silver should be no shenanigans. I don't really care. I just need silver to break out of this zone because this long zone right here, even on the 4 hour, has just tricky. I need the 4 hour to get out of this zone. Because technically, between this zone and this zone, it's still bearish. So all this shenanigans right here doesn't really matter. It's still bearish overall. Weekly's bearish, daily's bearish, 4 hours bearish. So I'll be looking to sell on silver, but it's doing shenanigans. So I don't really care too much. USD again, just like gold, made an order block, so I knew okay. Monday I'm not trading. Monday's candlestick is gonna pull back. Tuesday or Wednesday, it's most likely gonna give me that doji candlestick. And then no, okay, so Monday had the big push to downside. Tuesday was pulling back, so I was like, okay, cool, I'm okay with that. Wednesday, I knew was gonna have like a big push and then close as a reversal pin bar doji. I was like, okay, cool, this is what I need. And then most likely Thursday is gonna give me that big drop that I'm looking for, or either Friday is gonna give me that big drop. And you guys are gonna see in a little bit how that played out. And then GPUSD again, made an order block. I was waiting for price to pull back to it, which it did. So coming to the market on Tuesday, I was looking to buy. Just taking a quick buy. That's it. That's all I wanted. So come to the market, and as the charts, I'm like, okay, cool. Where do I want to look to buy from? Price wasn't giving me any good setup on gold. I guess this one right here. But obviously, as you can tell, this one expected. So it did the shenanigan or whatever. Silver, don't really care too much about it. Your USD gave me like a beautiful area to buy from right here. So I was waiting for the pullback, which it did give it to me, right? But if you're on a 5 minute, I just wasn't comfortable with this trade. Like, I just didn't like the shift. I didn't like this really pullback, so I didn't take this trade. Now, while this is happening, GPUSD gave a beautiful setup. Gave me this order block to pull back to, pushed up, shift the structure on the 5 minute. So I did something a little tricky, right? So when it pushed up, I knew, okay, price is most likely gonna have a little retracement because I know most trades that I've taken recently, price always has a little retracement before it continues to the upside. So I waited for price to draw down over here. As you can tell, let me show you. Price range right here. So let's do this one. So this, here, this. So I basically drew kind of like the fib from this high and this low right here, and then I put the 50%. So when price came back to 50%, took the trade right there. Stop loss. Normally it would go a little bit below this area right here, but I give it extra room just below this wick right here, just to give it enough space to do its shenanigans. And then obviously it came back into drawdown. Honestly, I thought it was gonna hit stop loss, but again, all glory to God. Like this week, God has moved a lot this week in the market and realized and taught me a lot of things. So I took this. I was like, God, hey, I did my best, right? I took the trade, put my stop loss for my take profit. It's on God now. I ain't do nothing. Like, I did my part. Just let the markets do its thing, right? If I'm supposed to win this shit, I'm gonna win this shit. If I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna lose. It is what it is. I can't control the outcome. The only thing I can control is myself, the mind that I bring to the market, and what I do in the market. So I took this trade, let it do its thing. Obviously, price started pushing up. Now I thought about doubling up on this position just because I just like the way it's flowing, but I didn't do it just because I didn't want to be greedy or anything. So took this trade at 1-3.96. Beautiful trade, played out beautifully, and we could have actually capitalized more if it went up here. It did go up here. So we could have gotten like a 1-7, right? Or potentially a 1-8. But I took it here just to be safe because I knew price, every time we came to this area, tends to have like a reaction from me. As you can tell, multiple touches from this area. So I just was being careful, and I'm okay with this. I was content with this trade. Now, coming into the market on Wednesday, I was like, okay, cool. So coming to the market on Wednesday, now gold eventually pulled back to the order block like I thought it would. Now then, what am I looking for? I'm looking for that rejection off of that area. Why is it like? Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh, so gold did pull back to the. So if you go on the daily, you can tell that price had that little retracement, that little doji candlestick. It is what it is. Didn't pull back fully to the area that I wanted it to. But if you go on your USD, yeah, I believe, yeah, your USD, I had made an order block and I was waiting for the rejection. Now this is the 4-hour order block. If you go on a daily, you can tell it's a daily doji. Daily order block. So price already came back to it. Tuesday moved up like I said it would, right? And then 4-hour order block. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm looking to sell on Euro USD and then GPUSD as well. I was looking to sell, but I just needed like a strong area to sell, which I marked this straight up, but I'm gonna explain why I didn't take it. So price started having that retracement that I needed, started pushing up. Again, it broke below, shit the structure. So now I'm like, okay, cool. It's most likely gonna have another retracement, that 50% mark, like I was telling y'all, and then I would take the trade from there. Obviously, it didn't pull back. But at the same time that Euro USD was doing this, if you go on gold, gold was having that beautiful like order block, didn't respect on the 15 minute. But if you go on a 5 minute, didn't respect either, but then had that big bearish push. Now I could have taken the trade after this close, but I just wanted more like better confirmation. So if you go on 3 minutes, I just like that bearish engulfing. So I took the trade, my stop loss at a good level, and then originally had this TP right here, but I was like, that just doesn't make sense. 1 to 1.5, you know, 1 to 2, 1.3, 1.4. So I was like, man, I think the move, this trade has great potential to the downside. Just because I know your USD is about to make a big move, I'm able to capitalize greatly off of this. So I took this trade all the way down here, and we got a 1 to 4 out of this trade. That's how we made that made 2%. We made $2,000 on it. So this is GPUSD. I raised 400. on this trade. So we got a 123. So well, 123.9. So 400. What at 1%. And then this one we got a 1-2. Show you. Got a beautiful 124.42. So risk about 490, $500 on this trade. So we got that 1-4. Got to make 2,000. Cool. Now there was a setup on GBUSD as well. So at the same time as gold was pushing to the downside, GBUSD honestly gave me what I needed, right? Coming to market, it shifted the structure. So the 5-minute order shifted the structure. So realistically, I could have just waited for this pullback, for this 50% retracement between here and here, which would have been just right there. So I could have taken the trade right there, stop loss right above this level, and let it flow. But I needed more confirmation. So I waited again for another shift to the downside, which it gave it to me right here. Once it gave me that shift, I was like, okay, cool. I like this shift, but if you go on the 10 minutes, I wanted to close. I wanted like a big close below here. So it didn't give me that close till like later on. At this point, if I had taken this trade, I would have waited for a drawdown. But now I was not comfortable taking this trade because I was already in the XAU USD trade, the gold trade. So I was like, you know what? It's okay. I'm okay with it. Just put this on there so I know that okay, gold was giving me a setup, GBUSD also gave me a setup. And then same thing, like I bought to this area, I was again selling to this area. And this trade played out beautifully. Yeah, just beautiful day overall in the market. And yeah, I'm content with this trade. I'm content with this trade that I took. I'm content with XAU USD, the gold trade that I took, and I'm content with this trade as well that I could have taken. Now let's come into Friday. So Thursday didn't trade because there wasn't a clear setup, clear direction, which is okay. Friday we did take a trade. Now this trade right here is a B. Let me see. I said a B setup, right? Yeah, it's a B setup. Now this is a good trade right here, but the way I went about it wasn't the best. And realistically, I should not have taken this trade. But anyways, coming to the market, I was looking, like I told you guys, I was looking for that sell-off on Euro USD. Like, it gave me the rejection, so I just need that big sell-off, which I knew it was going to give it. Came down, found in the order block. Cool. Waited for the pullback to that order block. It gave me that pullback. It gave me that shift that I needed. Right. Pushed off of there. I'm like, okay, cool. If you go on a 5-minute, give me that shift to structure. It broke below here, so now it's bearish. Now, this is something that, as I was looking at this trade, I was like, I need to start implementing this a lot more. And I made one crucial mistake, which was my stop loss. But I'll get back to that later. So I would have initially waited for the retracement of 50% and should have taken this trade here. This is stuff that I'm reviewing afterwards, and I'm seeing, okay, potentially we could do something like that. I think that's the best way to go about this trading thing. Just waiting for that 50% retracement and take the trade up from there. But at this point, I'm just trading. So give me that shit that I needed. I waited for a slight pullback, which you give it to me right here. Took the trade right there. Put my stop loss here. Now, why did I put my stop loss here? Because I was trying to be greedy and trying to get the most out of this RR that I could. Instead of just putting my stop loss at this level right here, which still would have given me a 1-2 upgrade. Yeah. So this still would have given me a 1-2, which is what I need in my trade. I need a 1-2 or 1-3, something like that. At least a 1-2. That's the minimum. So I should have put my stop loss up here to get that leeway room to let it do its thing and still get a 1-2. But this is where I got greedy and I wanted to get that extra profit, right? So I put my stop loss at this level right here. Now, if you go on a 3-minute and a 1-minute, I guess it's sort of relevant, but not really. It's just still not above that high. So I know the mistake that I made on here. I should have put myself at a good strong level up here. And then, yeah. So while this trade was doing this shit in right here, I just didn't feel comfortable with it. And this was the only trade that I have taken recently that my heart has been beating, that I was actually nervous about. Like this trade right here, my heart was not beating at all. I took it, put my stop loss, put my take profit. I just let it do its thing. I didn't care about it. GPUSD, same thing. This trade, I took it. My heart wasn't beating. I knew that my analysis was correct. I just had to let the market do its thing. Same thing with UAUSD. No, gold and GPU. So coming to this one was a trade where I took it and my heart was a little nervous. Like I was nervous. My heart was beating. I was like, man, I don't feel comfortable with this trade. So I closed this trade out like up here. And we lost like $200 on it, which I'm okay with. But yeah, I closed this trade out just because I just wasn't comfortable with this trade. And like I said, the main reason I wasn't comfortable with this trade because of the stop loss. If I had put the stop loss up here, bro, let the trade do its thing. It's out of my control. But because I was trying to squeeze and I knew I did something wrong, which is why I was feeling nervous about it. I knew I messed up where I put my stop loss. So and then market. So if I was in this trade, market would have stopped me up by a pip. I would have been furious and then went straight in my direction. I would have been so mad at myself. Y'all don't understand because it's just like that one gold trade that I showed you guys like a while back that we got some highlights. And it would have been annoying. But now because of this, I'm gonna write down my stop loss rule more definitely because right now I just put stop loss at a previous structure level, which I didn't even follow my trading plan with this. So that's the full accountability. But I gotta do a better job of my stop loss. Overall, I'm not mad. This is a good trade. Again, all glory to God. God provided this trade. This trade up. I just didn't capitalize on it correctly the way that I should have. And it's on me. I take full accountability for this, and I'm okay with that. So this is go to close positions. As you can tell, we took a trade last week. This is the trade last week. We make 1, 2, 3 for sure. And then this is the trade this week on Tuesday, Wednesday, and then this is Friday when we talk. And as you can tell, we're up for the week and we're up for the month as well. So, a really good trading week. This is the typical trading week that I would expect, that I would want to have. And I just want to thank God again for this opportunity, this blessing to do all this correctly, to learn, to steward this trading journey, right? And to trust Him, right? Trust God in everything I do and acknowledge Him in all my paths. So, yeah, good trading week. Coming into the market next week, we're gonna be focused. We're gonna be disciplined, stay consistent, and trust God with everything. Right? That's it. Stay focused, stay disciplined, and stay consistent. Matter of fact, yeah, stay consistent. Keep developing, keep growing. God bless you. God keep you.